just pretty much a standard curriculum. You know, we still teach a lot of the fitness classes, but it's just a good way to incorporate a lot of that fitness stuff into an environment that's a little different. You know, it definitely caters to the non-traditional PE student, you know, who may not like to go into a classroom where, you know, maybe some things may be geared towards sports, but, you know, with fitness involved in it. So, you know, it hasn't really changed our curriculum a lot. It's just allowed us to have another avenue for, you know, all students to try to target every student in the school, which I think is very, very important.
So when they gave you the grant for this, did you have to be trained in order to do all of this?
We did. We had every company, you know, we did this mass, like, nationwide research as to what we wanted to put in to the room. Once we decided what we wanted, we had, you know, somebody came in from each company and showed us how to, you know, correctly administer, you know, the safety issues and all those types of things. And then we actually, the company that puts the whole XRKADE together came in and kind of just gave us a rundown as to how people across the country, which really there weren't many. There were, you know, 5 or 6 other rooms like this in the entire country when we got ours. So they just kind of came in and said how other schools were using it, how it, you know, was administered within their curriculum, just to give us a, you know, somewhat of an idea, and then we kind of worked into our curriculum that way.
Now, do you notice a different attitude from the students from the gym to here, or is it just certain students that are more video-based?
You know, I think that it's those students that are non-traditional PE students, per se, not to label them, but, you know, those students that normally don't do real well in a normal PE setting definitely get more excited when we come over here. You can see it right away. And it's kind of, you know, age-wise, our 6th grade classes really, really enjoy coming in here because it's something completely different. Our 7th and 8th grade classes have been in here a little bit, you know, and don't get quite as excited. But it definitely is really, really geared towards the non-traditional PE, and it still, you know, gets the other students excited too.
The traditional students, they still stay occupied with stuff?
They do. You know, they just have their favorite things that they try to like to stay at, but, you know, you got to do your best you can to move them around. But they do well. It's definitely exciting, and I think it's because it's different, and nobody's seen anything like this. You know, at the elementary level, they don't. You know, and really, there's been a lot of school districts that have come to look at this because it's just something completely